There comes a time in every wise woman's life when she realizes that her peace, her growth, and her joy are non-negotiable. She doesn't make announcements. She doesn't create drama, she simply takes action. Because the truth is, a wise woman knows that cutting off certain people isn't cruelty, it's clarity. And today we're going to talk about the 5 types of people she silently steps away from. First, she cuts off the constantly critical. These are the people who never have a kind word, who thrive on tearing others down to feel tall. They criticize not to help you grow, but to make you doubt yourself. A wise woman recognizes this and understands that she doesn't have to shrink herself to fit their narrative. Second, she distances herself from the energy vampires. Oh, you know these people. They show up with chaos, drama, and never-ending problems, but no desire for solutions. Every interaction leaves her drained, depleted. And so she chooses to protect her energy because she knows it's sacred. Silence is often misunderstood. Many see it as a sign of weakness or passivity, but in reality, silence is one of the most profound and powerful tools a person can wield. It is an intentional choice, a strategic pause, and a demonstration of wisdom and inner strength. Silence allows us to observe, reflect, and respond rather than react. In a world that often values noise, speed, and instant reactions, silence gives us the power to step back and gain perspective. It creates space for understanding and discernment, qualities that are often lost in the chaos of constant chatter. Think about it. When we're silent, we're not simply withholding words, we're actively listening, both to others and to ourselves. This listening enables us to grasp the true meaning behind what's being said and what's left unsaid. Silence helps us pick up on nuances, body language, and emotions that words alone cannot convey. Silence is also a boundary. It sends a clear message without uttering a word. When someone insults you or tries to provoke you, choosing silence can be a declaration of dignity. It shows that you refuse to lower yourself to their level. In this way, silence protects your peace. It's a shield that keeps negativity from penetrating your spirit. Silence is a form of strength. Anyone can speak, argue, or shout, but it takes discipline and self-control to remain silent when emotions are high. Silence shows that you're not ruled by impulsiveness, you're ruled by wisdom. It signals that you've thought deeply about your values and won't waste energy on what doesn't align with them. Silence can also be a tool for healing. In moments of silence, we connect with ourselves. We process our emotions, reflect on our actions, and clarify our thoughts. It's in the stillness that we find answers to our most pressing questions. Silence creates a bridge between our inner world and the outer world, allowing us to realign with our purpose. On the other hand, silence can be a powerful tool in relationships. It teaches us to pause before speaking, ensuring our words are thoughtful and constructive rather than impulsive and hurtful. It allows us to diffuse conflicts, because sometimes silence says more than words ever could. In moments of tension, silence creates space for understanding, for cooling tempers, and for finding solutions. It's also important to note that silence doesn't mean passivity. A silent person is not necessarily a powerless one. In fact, silence can be an active stance. It's the wise woman who uses silence to analyze situations, to weigh her options, and to decide her next move. Silence is her strategy. It's how she wins battles without ever entering the arena. Silence gives us freedom. It liberates us from the need to explain, to justify, or to defend ourselves constantly. It allows us to conserve our energy for what truly matters. A silent mind is a focused mind, and a focused mind is unstoppable. In essence, silence is not the absence of noise, it's the presence of power. It's a choice to hold your peace, protect your energy, and preserve your dignity. So embrace the power of silence, because in that quiet space lies your strength, your clarity, and your freedom. Toxic relationships, a deep dive. A toxic relationship is like a slow poison. It may not destroy you immediately, but over time it can erode your confidence, drain your energy, and disrupt your peace of mind. These relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, are marked by patterns of negativity, manipulation, and harm that often go unnoticed until significant damage has been done. Understanding and addressing toxic relationships is vital for your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. A toxic relationship is any connection that consistently undermines your well-being. It's characterized by behavior such as constant criticism, manipulation, control, and a lack of respect. In these relationships, mutual support and growth are replaced by unhealthy dynamics where one or both parties feel drained, unvalued, or mistreated. Disrespect for your boundaries, opinions, or feelings. Emotional blackmail, guilt tripping, or gaslighting. One person dominating decisions and dictating the terms of the relationship. A persistent atmosphere of hostility, jealousy, or criticism. One person giving endlessly while the other takes without reciprocation. Toxic relationships take a significant toll on your emotional health. They create an environment where negativity thrives and happiness becomes a rarity. Over time, you may notice constant criticism and devaluation can make you question your worth. The unpredictability and tension in a toxic relationship keep you on edge. The constant effort to fix or maintain the relationship can leave you drained. In trying to please the other person, you may lose touch with your own needs, desires, and goals. Leaving a toxic relationship is often easier said than done. Many people stay for reasons like the fear of being alone often outweighs the discomfort of the toxic relationship. Believing the other person will change or the situation will improve. Feeling unable to function without the toxic person's presence. Family, cultural, or societal expectations to maintain the relationship. Sometimes people don't realize they're in a toxic relationship until the damage is significantly. A partner who is controlling, dismissive, or unfaithful. A friend who only shows up in times of need but disappears when you need support. Relatives who manipulate, criticize, or invade your boundaries. Work relationships, a boss or colleague who undermines you, takes credit for your work, or creates a hostile environment. The first step is acknowledging that the relationship is toxic. Pay attention to how you feel after interactions. Is it energized or drained? Empowered or belittled? Communicate your limits clearly and firmly. Toxic people often test boundaries, so be prepared to enforce them. Talk to trusted friends, family, or a therapist who can provide perspective and guidance. Rebuild your self-esteem through activities that nurture your mental and emotional health. If the relationship doesn't improve despite your efforts, consider distancing yourself or cutting ties altogether. Walking away from a toxic relationship is an act of self-love, but the healing process takes time. Focus on. Rediscover your passions, goals, and values. Building healthy relationships, surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and support you.